The plot for episode 8 has been leaked. Well, sort of. Let's find out more after this. Hello there fans, and welcome to another video of mine where we discuss today the episode 8 plot that supposedly has been leaked. Now I say supposedly in a big major way because this is shady as hell. The source sucks, the article is not so great, but it is fun to speculate, so we're gonna dive right ahead into it. Let's get to it. So, possible spoilers. If you're afraid, just move along, come back whenever you're ready. Now, to my knowledge, the person who leaked the script is an unknown person who is claiming to be high in the Lucasfilm personnel, and he or she had claimed that they logged into the personal Lucasfilm database. They also confirmed that the script changes were happening, so it is possible that this might not be 100%. So, the film basically starts out like this. Finn, Poe, and BB-8 are on their way to an unknown planet to retrieve Lando Calrissian, but they're being pursued by Captain Phasma and the First Order. Finn and Poe land and ask around where they might be able to find Lando, but no one's ever heard of that name before. Suddenly, a hooded figure pulls them aside and takes off his hood to reveal that he is Lando, and that he has been using a fake name. Finn tells Lando that Han has been killed and General Leia needs him to help with the resistance. Now Lando agrees and his daughter comes with him. They're almost to the ship when Captain Phasma and the First Order stormtroopers start attacking the village. Now Poe and company escape, but Captain Phasma puts a tracking device on their ship. Now, cut to Rey months after the events of The Force Awakens, making her way through an old temple, finding a hooded figure. Rey thinks the hooded figure is Luke, but the hooded figure reveals himself to be Kylo Ren with his now iconic mask. He ignites his unstable lightsaber, which lights up the room to reveal dead bodies of Luke's old Padawans. Rey is suddenly surrounded by Knights of Ren. Rey tries to run away, but only gets a few feet before she spots Han Solo. Kylo Ren then comes out of nowhere and stabs Han Solo. His body falls. Rey is now surrounded once again by the Knights of Ren, and Kylo walks over to her. He takes off his mask to reveal a huge facial scar that she left him on Starkiller Base. He ignites his lightsaber. Rey wakes up. It was only a dream. She is in a small room. She looks over at the table to see Luke's lightsaber. Cut to the real Kylo Ren. He is humiliated by his defeat on Starkiller Base and has now been fully consumed by the dark side. Kylo Ren, who is almost done with his training, is introduced to a new Sith played by Benicio del Toro. He is introduced by Supreme Leader Snoke. It is then revealed that Snoke is actually Emperor Palpatine. Deformed after being thrown in the Death Star shaft, it is explained that Palpatine used all his power and training to use the Force as a force field for when the Death Star 2 blew up. And more backstory will be explored in episode 9 when Luke finds out. Benicio del Toro's character is a character who is believed to be a respected Republican in the New Republic, but is actually a Sith. Del Toro's character senses that Ren is full of hatred now, and he suggests that killing his own father was an act of matchless evil, and that Snoke should be careful to trust him. Cut back to Rey again. Rey, after waking up from her dream, walks into a room with Luke Skywalker and R2-D2 in it. Luke senses that Rey had that dream again, revealing that she has had the dream multiple times. Rey finishes her breakfast but then senses something obviously important. Luke realizes when she senses and bids her good luck before she leaves with her staff. Rey is now venturing across Ahch-To's horrible and deadly terrain. She uses the Force to take her where she needs to go. She enters a mysterious icy cave. She goes inside and goes deep in the cave. She reaches a large central chamber and notices a light coming from a totem in the middle. It's a kyber crystal. She goes toward it and suddenly a Wampa-like creature starts to try to attack her. She tries to fight him off, but the cave is starting to collapse. She grabs the kyber crystal and runs out of the cave just in time. Back to Poe, Finn, and BB-8, Lando and his daughter. They all arrive at the Resistance base to meet Leia. Leia convinces Lando to return and be a general for the Resistance. Now cut to Phasma and General Hux aboard the Finalizer. Captain Phasma informs General Hux that they have found the Resistance base by tracking Poe's ship. Hux informs the Supreme Leader Snoke, and Snoke tells him to gather Kylo Ren and the rest of the Knights of Ren, along with Captain Phasma and many other First Order troopers, and raid the Resistance base. Hux and Kylo devise a plan to capture General Leia to lure Luke and Rey in so that they can kill them, so there will be no imminent threat to the First Order. Cut to Rey and Luke. Rey finishes constructing her lightsaber. Luke is asked whether he knows why she was left on Jakku. He just says that Ren needs to be stopped and that he is too far down the path of the dark side to be turned back. Luke then explains to Rey that Ren was one of Luke's best pupils. He tells Rey a respected Senate official, unknown character so far, told Ren about Darth Vader and that convinced him to turn to the dark side to learn more. Ren then gathered some of his friends and together they kill the rest of Luke's pupils, and wounding Luke himself. He goes on to explaining why he sent himself into exile, then stops short. Luke senses that Leia is in danger. They leave Ahch-To, Luke's planet, in a small ship. Luke and Rey then arrive at the Resistance base to find it under attack. The First Order troops everywhere, and the Resistance is struggling to fight back. Luke pulls out his iconic green lightsaber, starts to help, and Rey does the same, revealing that hers is blue. Cut to Poe, Finn, Chewbacca, Lando, and Lando's daughter. They are suddenly ambushed by members of the Knights of Ren, but manage to defeat them. Finn then spots Rey across the battlefield and starts to run toward her, but he is then confronted by a familiar foe, Captain Phasma. Finn and Phasma battle it out for a while until Finn escapes. Cut to Kylo Ren. Ren breaks into the Resistance base and confronts Leia. Kylo Ren is about to kill her, but then senses Luke and Rey's presence. He orders stormtroopers to guard Leia. He then goes to confront Luke, meeting with Supreme Leader Snoke. Luke and Rey start to battle Kylo Ren and Snoke. This lightsaber battle was labeled as intense, incredible, and part emotional. Luke faces off against Snoke. He does not recognize Snoke as Palpatine because Snoke is all deformed, while Rey takes on Ren. Luke eventually damages Snoke so heavily that he flees, leaving Ren to battle Luke and Rey alone. Rey manages to hurt Kylo, then Kylo reveals something. They are cousins. She is Luke's daughter. Luke then attacks Kylo Ren, and that starts a big battle scene between Luke and Rey versus Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren. The battle quickly is over when Luke and Rey kill many members of the Knights of Ren. The First Order has called off the attack, and the Resistance flees. Rey runs out of Luke's sight before he could talk to her. Rey, running in the forest of Dakar, the planet where the Resistance is, hears a voice that seems familiar. The voice tells her to go somewhere. She sees a ship and runs toward it. Meanwhile, Luke hears a loud noise behind him. The Millennium Falcon appears and Luke gets on, then they leave. Cut to Kylo Ren on a new planet with Snoke and Benicio del Toro, the Sith Lord. Snoke is badly wounded. Ren goes to help Snoke, but then Benicio del Toro explains to Ren that he should not help Snoke because Snoke left him all alone to fight Luke and Rey. Kylo Ren, conceived of rage, then tries to kill Supreme Leader Snoke, but Snoke uses the Force to block the attack. Snoke then exclaims that Kylo Ren should finish his training under Benicio del Toro's character. Switch to Luke, Leia, and the rest of the Resistance. Luke and Leia have a sweet little moment, but then the attention is on Rey, who is missing. Luke senses that Rey is fine and that she is discovering where she belongs and what she is needed to do. Cut to Rey in a forest in Dagobah, meditating and learning to control the Force. She is calm, she is focusing hard, and she is taking the wise words of advice from two familiar ghosts, Obi-Wan and Yoda, and roll credits. Could this be true or could this be false? To be honest, I don't know and I don't care because this was very entertaining. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Could this be the real deal? I can't believe we have to wait 2 more years for this. Incredible. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Share this video if you found it entertaining. Like this video as well. Subscribe for more, and your bro BessY is signing out.